this moment just a little more for the reason of these days as your honors at the International Criminal Court just requested me to do. This is exactly something extra that I already have been showing all around. And I'm sorry for already. Will be already, but okay. You know, this is exactly the class of things that I announced before any degenerate of this to say I said or I meant first. Well, everything will mean like making fun of any class of a holy term that from Eladon and the reality as the definition and identity of every other term to define what they are, who they are, and what they do. So the term Bilori, which Sodom and Gomorrah, which they are with the pardon of victims, were so since the beginning, making also to Abram that Abram said no, and Adonai said no with him. Like I do, no. And Adonai says no with me. El Chai. At the reality that I have been kept here, which supposedly I will be under detention, arrested. Supposedly I've been internated, and supposedly I've been under medication, and supposedly I've been in prison, and supposedly I've been helped to escape. The reality of this all inventions making the thought and the screen of government, national justice and policial and convict registrations and criminal scores about my person will ever define that since my very 5 years old I will be internated. 68,104,290 times internated for supposed abstinence of drugs, for the supposed my mother will be a junkie, and also alcoholism. And I will be since my very 5 years old, very youth, for imprisoned for about with my family, supposed narco-traffic and criminals makings and family, for about 904,609,989 times. And I have at the September 7, 27. In Buenos Aires, in the whole of the territory of this lousy goddamn land, and in the whole of Nasur and also in Europe. And I never came out of Buenos Aires except twice to Montevideo City, asking for a political asylum that were a choke, and pardon for victims, were a goddamn choke and a goddamn brazen abominable freak out, playing the buddies and making business upon me as well, and not the victims and the effort it wants to make them some good at Uruguay, for about 1 day each, and around half of a day in a journey each time in bus, because if I couldn't reach out no other way. And only went and came in bus the twice, 1 year after another, asking us prime ways for sustaining my life and residence, and the second, political asylum, the choke, and the brazen crap, scratching some whisper of Sodom Argentina that I will be into and requesting. So what the reality of this, to the telling effect of this all, and to the putting certainly clear, are refugees for homeless with a very clothes on, and my whole documents at my backpack will be part of the plan, who will remain in homeless refugees with shoes, documents, and any other, and in a foreign lane, Magikov. You understand what I say? So what the reality of this? So stay around calling a refugee. Don't you have United Nations plans? And United Nations, if you will contact someone around, and they were waiting. No, we are already with the You stay around and we will contact you with a telephone. So what the reality of this? it were a trap all over. The perras Kirchners, perras peronistas, perras Policía Federal Argentina, perras Gendarmería Nacional, perras Ejército Argentino, perras Evangelistas Unidos, permanently, since my very 5 years old, Bilori. And are making career upon my life for whatever I do, for whatever I am, for whatever I say, for whatever I try, for whatever el adon, conscious and intentional and recognizing every perra and perro degenerado, Policía Federal Argentina at the head, with Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina making the business, with United Evangelics, and every perra bruja, reventada, Kirchners and associated, making a huge, enormous, multinational, international, corporate business upon my life for the whole I exist and I am and I do. And saying, I don't have degree, I don't have a career, and I don't have the title to endorse, man, and they will be government, so they will have the title and supposedly career that they never cursed and they never studied, and the few sick shit on UBA, UTN, El Salvador, Kennedy, UCA, and much other around this shit of a land, with the pardon of victims in a sense, telling that they endorsed with development, social development, United Evangelics, that I will be nothing of God, and nothing God will ever manifest in my life, and I will make mind control and stealing them, and they will ever be the superstars, that everything known and everything seen and everything realized and everything get and everything do and everything concrete and everything, oh my God, brilliant shit of hell, Sodom and Gomorrah. And whatever I to do, even the things of the high, it will be them and not I. I will never get in jail until they get slaughtered and slaughtered at the pieces for everyone to take a share for commercializing my DNA after rape and murder my people. And this will be delirious and delusional about my supposed cycle, disease, psychopath, Sodoma y Gomorra, y su perra gran ramera, Evangelistas Unidos, making the same. So in the middle of this all, the circus is on with the instigating for violence, for destruction, murders by Evangelistas Unidos all over, robberies, rapes, and murders, and blow-chopping to go to blow-chop the police chiefs so they to go to kill them all and taking the 50% of everything. And with this much other. And this will be my supposed demon degenerate cycle, sex bad. But they are doing this and they are this. So each supposed expertise, marica, and supposed expertise, prostituta reventada, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, telling that they are expertises and they have the title and the career, about anything I do, saying I will rob them for they to come to, let's come to the Friends and to the Evangelic parties and to AMI and to any other, because of they helped them and gave them for years end, which never happened. And for our side saying that I make mind control to them and rob them, and for our other side, perras degeneradas, oh, he does and says everything we say and do, he gets us up, and for our other side, they will make mind control to me for I to rob them. And says that they makes me do nothing of God in me, and I wouldn't do nothing of nowhere but from them. And they will prove it. With perras degeneradas, Tribunales Argentina, Cuerpo Médico Forense, Borda Alvear Piñeiro, Argerich, Churruca, with the pardon of victims, and all associated, expecting the share, opportunistically, Teita, Shluta, Rope, Karuski, Anipata, will I say, Troshe, or, sorry, that will be match, and not for US. Right? Perras. Which I'm saying other word now. Perras. Y bien del infierno. Cada una. Gerrama plefach al-Khali, kama plefach lecham, 18 years legacy making this happen in my life. And never reaching out the thing and never leaving and never having a rest about this soul and daily a witchcraft saying that they are going to make careers. And offering careers over business and money and some pleasures and some trade upon other people's lives and tribunales and all classes of an arrangement over supposed troubles of life with my person about whatever I to do. and try and give an N, saying that they are going to be and not me. After killing me, after rape and murder everyone, and taking my genetics and saying evangelics are going to make it be. https://DXDDR-DMTDX-DDM-FF5-438-111-27-9s 8004 zeros 209 middle sys middle ID RMFF4443 DMTDX DMC point INT systems recall F6. The whole last tools works. At this June the 26th, 2015. This should be 1520, Buenos Aires. Alejandro Mario Blanco Redemi, who I am. Elishel Elia Blanco Redemi, Israel, that I am of Shalom.